All right, we are now being joined by Chris Gonzalez. We'll begin with a few questions from within the room. Go ahead.
Chris, congratulations on the win, man. Take me through it. Were you surprised by the toughness, and was this your toughest test to date?
No, nothing surprised me, man. I train at one of the best gyms in the world, so every day is a tough go, and I expect to go out there and fight tough dudes. I've been asking for Roger for a while. I know what he brought to the table. I'm going to continue to test myself and continue to make these improvements and show people that I belong here, and I'm one of the top dogs, so no surprises.
And elaborate a little bit on Team Alpha Male. They, the confidence that comes with training with guys like that on a daily basis.
Yeah, man, there's no easy goes at that gym. Everybody you go with, from the amateur guys to the most experienced of guys, like they all bring something unique to the table. So they all present their own challenges. So they prepare me for veterans like Roger and anyone else in the division.
And you had talked about the rankings a little bit. Is there anyone on your mind that really excites you that could get you into that ranking system?
Yeah, I mean, you're always looking at the top, right? Starting with the champ. Obviously, he's got his hands full with this tournament and everything else, being a two division champion and stuff like that. So I'm always, that's the goal, is always to have that belt wrapped around my waist. Nobody in particular that I've got my eye on at the moment. Like I said in the octagon to the cage, I let the matchmakers make those decisions, and it's just my job to go out there and fight whoever they put in front of me.
You talked about wanting Roger for a while. Was that just because of the name recognition, kind of the aura that he has being a legend? You kind of want to step in there with somebody that's got a big name like that?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. My last fight was a really, really fucking tough undefeated Russian that I felt like, when I beat him, I probably didn't get the recognition or that I felt like I deserved, because that fucking dude's going to be tough, and I'm sure I'll come across him again in the future. So for this fight, I just wanted to fight someone who had been around a little bit longer, who had a name for themselves that could kind of help me, just ascend. So, yeah.
You talked about making the definitive decision to go with MMA over wrestling. How difficult was that for you? Because obviously that was your background.
Yeah, it was extremely tough. Hindsight's 20/20, so thank God that I did make that choice. With everything going on in the world, who knows if we'll even have an Olympics. It was supposed to be last year, and now here we are in 2021, so who knows what's going to happen. I love wrestling. It made me who I am today. I wouldn't be here having success sitting here in front of you guys if it wasn't for my wrestling background. So it's bittersweet, but it was the right decision for me.
Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
6-0.
Yes,
That's
sir.
some record, man.
Yeah,
How
sounds good.
important is it for you to maintain that undefeated record?
I don't put too much merit on it. Obviously, when you're winning, you're doing things right and you're on top of the world. But I know on any given day you can have a bad day, and I'm only human. Hopefully I leave my bad days in the gym and I can come out here and keep performing. But it feels good to have that at the end of my record for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And sorry, that's the first time we've seen someone tap to strikes as well for a while. Is that something you've done before?
Yeah, I like to break people. It's easy to go out. I'm not going to say it's easy, but I feel like it's a little bit more of a statement when you drag somebody through the mud for 15 minutes and whoop their ass. There's no saying I got caught, he got lucky, or anything like that. I felt like those two first rounds could have easily been 10-8s. So you take all the excuses out when you beat somebody up like that. So it feels good to go out there, dominate those first 2 rounds, and get that finish.
And you nearly had him out as well in the first round, right?
Yeah.
In your expert opinion, why did he survive?
I think a lot of it has to do with me just getting a little bit more experience, picking and choosing when to go for the kill, and being conscious of not burning yourself out and, blowing your load, for lack of a better phrase. So just experience, man, and, the longer I'm in there, the better I'll get, and the quicker I'll be able to put these guys away.
Chris, it seems there was a little gamemanship, a little talking at the end of that first round. Could you give us an inside scoop of maybe what was said there?
Yeah, nothing really on my part. He was complaining about some strikes to the back of the head. I didn't feel like I was being dirty by any means. I'm not a dirty fighter. Never have been, never will be. I play by the rules. I don't come out here and shit talk, and, I don't play that game. So I go out there, I try to fight a clean fight. I think he was just looking for a way out, or an excuse for the judge to give him the W. But I'm a lot more composed than that, so I'll make sure I don't let that happen.
Absolutely. And from our perspective, it was an incredibly impressive performance. But from your own
I
perspective,
can't hear you, brother.
oh, I'm sorry. Better?
A little bit. This guy's talking.
Okay. From our perspective, it was a very impressive performance. But for yourself, did you do everything you wanted to do in there? Or did you stick to the game plan, get everything done that you wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like my game plan doesn't really change too much. Depending on my opponent's skill set and his abilities to stop me from, asserting myself, it might make it a little bit harder to present his challenges, but my game plan's always the same. Go out there, hit him as much as I can without getting hit, get the takedown, beat him up, drop some elbows, either get the TKO, submit him, or, just whoop ass for 15 minutes.
Absolutely. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a few more questions here. Giancarlo?
Hey, Chris. Congrats on the win. You mentioned there the ranking system that recently came out. Going forward, do you want to take more time off now, or do you want to see how this division plays out before you take another fight?
No, dude, I want to be active. This whole competing twice a year thing is not really my cup of tea. I like to, keep the ball rolling and keep that momentum going. So I'd like to get in there in the next, 2 to 3 months if possible.
And final question for me, you mentioned there how past fights, maybe you didn't get the recognition you wanted after the win. Now beating a guy like Roger Huerta the way you did, what do you hope fans take away from this performance, and what do you want them to be talking about now that you won the fight like that?
Nothing too much. Just want them to be aware that, I'm here to stay, and it doesn't matter who I'm fighting, what they've accomplished. My goals haven't changed. I'm going to still go out there and try to accomplish the same things and beat whoever it is they put in front of me. Whether they talk about me or not, they're going to continue to see me win.
Keith?
Hey, Chris, it's Keith Schilling from Sherdog. Congratulations on a wonderful victory.
Thanks, man.
You mentioned the Olympic trials. I've been watching it all day long. As you and I both know, a lot of extremely high-level wrestlers, their dreams going to end, their wrestling career is going to end this weekend. How would you convince those guys to jump over to MMA, specifically to, hook up with Bellator?
Yeah, I mean, Bellator is a great promotion. A lot of my best friends are over there competing today, and some of them didn't have the opportunity to. But Bellator is a fantastic organization. They've fucking taken great care of me. There's not many other promotions I feel like that look out for young up-and-coming fighters the way that they have for me. So if you got any questions or you're considering it, man, just tap in, and I'll let you know what's up.
And last question that it probably only me and you will care about. Did you follow the Jaden Cox thing at all? If you don't know, he made weight, but they said it wasn't. This is a, world champion. It's someone that I would die for him to come to MMA. What's your thoughts on that situation?
Yeah, Jaden's one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. I met him in Rio when I, was fortunate enough to go out there and watch those amazing athletes compete, in pursuit of their goals. I think Jaden would be a hell of a competitor in any sport that he does, whether it's wrestling or fighting. I did see that he missed weight. I wasn't sure exactly how he missed it, especially since he was going up a weight class from 86 to 97 kilos. I'm sure more information will be coming out in the next few hours, the next couple of days. So I'm definitely going to stay informed and see what happened with that. I was really looking forward to seeing him and Kyle battle off. I know they've been competing since high school. They've had some epic matches. It's unfortunate they won't get to compete. But yeah, I think Jaden would be a great asset.
Max?
Hi, I'm Max Morales from MMA Pit, and I want to say 5th Bellator win, and it was against a seasoned veteran like Roger, and not only did you win, you dominated him. So how's that? You mentioned those wrestling trials that they were still in your mind. So how is that transition to MMA from wrestling and all of this that's going through your mind right now?
Yeah, it's been super smooth, man. Wrestling, I feel like, is the foundation for, majority of martial arts in general. You can get by with a lot of wrestling. If, you're getting outstruck, you can kind of dictate where the fight goes. So like I said, I wouldn't be who I am today or where I'm at if it wasn't for wrestling. It's taught me so many things athletically, mentally, characteristically. So yeah, I owe my life to wrestling, so it's great. I'm very, very happy with it.
One or two more here. Donna?
Chris, congratulations on a fantastic victory. At times tonight, you were so dominant. I know that Big John gave you the 10-8 in that first round. Do you think maybe it's time for for him to maybe hang up the gloves?
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
Do you think it's time for your opponent to maybe hang up the gloves?
Yeah, that's not for me to decide. That's up to Roger, him and his team. I don't get involved in anybody's career unless, they personally are asking for some insight. So that's up to Roger. I'm glad I got to share that cage with him. If it's not for the last time or at least one time before he does hang him up.
Did you talk to him after the fight? I mean, how was the communication sort of in the cage once the result had been made official?
Yeah, it was fine. At the end of the day, it's just a fight, right? It's a job. We go out there and we're getting paid to do this. So never any hard feelings on my part. He seemed to be okay. He was upset about some blows to the back of the head, but it's a fight, man. Like, punches are going to be thrown, and they're not always going to be the most accurate. I'm sure I got punched in the back of the head sometimes too, but, I'm not going to sit up here and bitch about anything. It's a fight.
Last question, Jack.
Hey, Chris, great win. This is your first stoppage win since joining Bellator. Is that something you were specifically chasing in this fight?
Nah, I'm not chasing anything, man, other than greatness and victories and paychecks. At the end of the day, I just want to win. I don't care if it's a decision. I just want to go out there and perform. And, if it's, if I win the fight, I just want to be rewarded the victory. If not, then, it is what it is. But I just want to go out there and fight hard and put on my best performance.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Appreciate it. Good? Yeah? Good? Cool. Thanks, guys.